Owen has got a big passion about the life after racing. As much as he loves racing so much, is the care of the horses is more important than anything else. And in every little thing that I do, the horses comes first with him, which is fantastic. These horses give us so much pleasure, and we thought of having our own life after racing where we can look after them and have Nicole, which is taking care of them, and teach them, and then look for good homes for them.
These horses give us so much in racing that I think we owe it to them to make sure that they get the best life after they've given us all that.
A lot of these horses, they don't really get that help from owners. The trainers just finds a home for them, and you never know where they're going to end up. And well, we've got a system now that we do know where they're going to end up, and if there is any problem they can't afford it, it does come back to us.
Every horse that we sell, they go with a contract. It's a very basic contract, but there are some rules to it. We require regular updates on the horses, and then should they want to sell the horse, they're more than welcome to for more than what they purchased the horse. It's just we want to know who they go to, be in contact with that person so that person can also sign a contract. I've had one horse actually come back to me due to no fault of his own or the owner. It actually just didn't work out, like sometimes, you know, circumstances change and things like that. But she honoured the contract beautifully. She sent the horse back to me, and he's back in the program, and he will be resold again. We as racing people care about the horse itself. It's not just about the industry, the business, the money. It's actually about the horse, and it's to show that we do care where they go and to make sure that they are well looked after.
And when you get news as to how they are doing with their new owners, how does that make you feel?
That's just awesome. You know, when horses are doing well in their second career, which is really nice to hear, because then you know that they're in a loving home, that people really care about them. I mean, that's what this is all about.
East Coast Star was named by East Coast Radio and well supported in her runs. She came oh so close to winning and found a loving home after racing.
East Coast Star, just gone to her first show. She's done so well. I think she's got a very bright future ahead of her.
Winner over 1,000 metres and placed 4 times is Josie Hustle.
So Josie Hustle wins it.
Josie Hustle has a wonderful home with a young girl. She started small with him, and she's actually gone up to the 90s metres now, jumping him. And they're just such a good team, and that's quite heartwarming as well, because sometimes when people come try horses, you can just see like this is going to work. That's a nice story, because I feel like they've done so well together.
You know, just to find out after our horses, I mean, I deal with all of them that stops racing, so we've got to send them here. And to find out that after they've gone to a new home and how nice, how well they're doing, we get the videos to see how well they're doing. Those gives you a lot of pleasure, you know.
One horse that's giving Anthony pleasure is Afropolitan. He came to Nicole to retire, but she saw something in the gangly 3-year-old.
He's a horse that needed some time to just grow into himself. We gave him 6 months. We did some rehab on him. I did a lot of work with the physio, and then got him nice and fitter to go back into training, and he actually won, and he won quite well. It was absolutely amazing.
He wins by 4.
I've got to thank someone, Nicole. She looks after our horses at Life After Racing, and this horse actually was a retired horse. And then she said, come on, put him back in racing, because he looks like an immature horse and he's growing into a big horse now. Listen, he's not too good, but we've got him to win a race, which is fantastic.
And straight after that, out of the maidens, he won again.
And Afropolitan finding that extra to win it.
These small wins mean so much to, you know, all of us that try so hard to get the horses there. Thoroughbreds are bred and made to compete. They want to do things. They're very athletic, they're very quick, they can do almost any discipline, they're extremely intelligent. So I do think that there's a big market, I think a larger market for thoroughbreds off the track than there is actually for warm bloods, because the bracket of people that can afford warm bloods is much smaller.
A wide variety of thoroughbreds exist within the breed.
I think that's also what expands the market so much, is because each horse is so different, physically and mentally, their temperament. So the disciplines that you can sell them as is there's a wide variety. You know, once the horse arrives, I like to give them an evaluation, their physical evaluation, and then mentally, you know, how quiet they are, or if they're a bit high-strung or a bit quirky. Some disciplines, they like calmer horses, for example, dressage horses that have good floaty movement. Show jumping, they also want big horses, but nice forward-going horses and brave horses. And then polo cross, they like them a little quirky. They want them quick and small and, you know, fast.
Furthermore, polo is played on thoroughbreds, as Nicole elaborates.
Some of the best polo horses in the world have come from South Africa, and some of the best polo players in the world have come from South Africa.
And then there are others who just want a horse to hack and to have fun on.
There's a nice big variety of sports out there, luckily, and people that would be interested in specific horses.
What does this work mean to you, Nicole?
I think it's extremely rewarding. You know, they come to you in such a racing state of mind. They're used to going out in the morning, working hard, staying in the stable, and now you're completely changing that. And a lot of them, you know, mentally aren't really ready to go to homes. You know, they'll be a bit over the top. They have a lot of feed in them. They're really fit, so we need to bring down the feed from this high energy feed that they're on. A lot of them, you know, they don't understand the way of riding that we're now asking them to do. Everything's different. Your weight distribution's different. Your hands are different. Everything's just different. We need to do a lot of work, you know, one-on-one work that I do with the horses. And you actually see the change in the horse. The horses also feel so much better. That's, I think, the best part for me. It's very rewarding. The change in them is very rewarding. Some horses we like to take to some shows ourselves. We like to take them and expose them to what might be their future, to see how they react towards that. It's also really nice for us because it kind of showcases the horses in a different light.
The grey Mighty Smart
The
getting
winning son of Mike de Kop's globe-trotting Archie Penko, Mighty Smart, is benefiting from Nicole's forward thinking.
We very recently took Mighty Smart to an eventing show, his first one ever, and he was an absolute champ. We had such a good feedback from the community about it, so we're very chuffed about that. We're also starting to sponsor showing. We also care about the other side of equestrian sport.
Are you happy with the success and the progress in the year that it's been running?
Yeah, it's got big so quickly, and we're actually getting too small now. We've got really no space, because what it has is just not just come life after racing for the horses that finish racing. Now we've got horses that injured in racing that is coming here too now, so which is make it more work for Nicole. I think we'll have to get somewhere a little bit bigger than that, but Owen has seen overseas what they do with the horses at life after racing, and has forwarded to Nicole to see how we want to grow this in. It looks like we're going to get much bigger, obviously, but I think the fantastic thing is everybody has found out what we are really doing, and as Owen has spoken to me in the past, we are quite happy to take outside owners that really want their horses to go to good homes, and they're welcome to come to life after racing. At the end of the day, they give us that pleasure at the racecourse, and we need to give them that great life after racing.
And when Nicole is not looking after horses at Hollywoodbets Life After Racing, it's probably not surprising that you'll find her doing exactly the same at home.
If I'm not caring for horses at the yard, I'm caring for my whole farmyard of animals at home.
What a wonderful sense of passion and commitment.